No banks. 1000 XP per tile. With the overall goal of getting a fire cape. Welcome to Ultimate Tileman. I'm just going to go ahead and open these crates pretty much as soon as I get them, because I really want to just get these boots and get out of here so I can start the construction grind. So hopefully we get some boots. So there we go, guys. We completed Wintertodt. I mean, besides the dragon axe and the tome, but the outfit we've completed, which means we can now store it in our costume room in our house, which means we can finally start the construction grind. So I'm going to throw these on. I'm going to drop everything I don't need here. I'm going to go unnote the Guams and get that free Herblore XP. And I will see you guys at the beginning of the construction grind. So I'm in Varrock and I've decided I need to do something I probably should have done quite some time ago, and that is get a looting bag. The reason for that is I want to be able to store the emeralds, the renars, and the renar seeds. Getting a looting bag would be one inventory space and I'd free up 2 extra ones, which would be beneficial in the construction grind. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to drop the games necklace because it only has 1 charge left. And since I have a Lumbridge teleport, I'm going to go ahead and drop the axe. Now I'm going to use these runes here to hopefully go get a looting bag down in the Edgeville dungeon on like thugs or something. And yeah, hopefully I can get a looting bag early on because I don't want to get too many more hit points levels. But before I do that, I'm going to teleport to Lumbridge. And we're going to finally unlock Lumbridge. So first things first, we need to go ahead and unlock my boy Bob's shop over here. This way we can go buy a steel axe whenever we need it, which is going to be very nice. And honestly, it's probably something else I should have done a while ago. But so we'll just like walk in here and there you go. That should be good enough to buy that whenever we need to get our steel axe back to go back to Wintertodt. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to unlock like the whole area here so I can actually use the Lumbridge teleport and not have to keep wasting tiles. And because we have just a lot of tiles right now anyways, it doesn't really bother me too much to just kind of waste I don't know, 40 tiles total here. So I'm going to unlock these areas and I'll get back to you guys whenever I'm back in Varrock. Alright, and now that we're back in Varrock, I'm going to unlock the Varrock West Bank so we can use Telecrab to actually grab gold bars instead of having to mine and smith them every time. So this will just make it a little bit easier. Well, let's, I don't know which tile, I'm guessing it was that one. This will make it a little bit easier for us to actually get games necklaces made again, which is, I mean, that's always nice to kind of speed things up like that. So there we go. Our telegrab should work there. For the next thing, we need to go ahead and unlock Edgeville, and I'm thinking the faster method is going to be going around the Grand Exchange. And while it's still a lot of tiles, and it probably would have been smarter to just go ahead and use the, like a canoe system to get to the other side of Edgeville, unlocking it this way will just, I mean, it's going to open up a lot more areas for us in later game for questing and stuff like that, because there's a quest that involves the little bandit camp over here, the outlaw camp. We're getting close to the cooking guild. We've got fairy rings up here, which is something I'll be working on kind of soon. And yeah, I mean, it's just, all in all, it makes more sense for later game stuff. And since we have like 1500 tiles right now, we're not like crunched for tiles. To me, it makes the most sense to unlock the content while we can, because later game, we're going to have like a lot of stuff we'll have to use tiles on. Like, for example, after talking with some of the other tilemen, it takes about 1,000 to 1,500 tiles just to do the, to unlock fairy rings. So while I have the tiles to do that now, I don't have the stats. So I'm going to have to train that. I might as well use as much tiles as I can now, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but whatever. Okay, we are back at the dungeon. What I'm going to do, just to save a little bit of time, I'm going to go ahead and unlock this lever here too, because I will be using this at some point, because I don't want to have to go to Ardoin every time I need to go into the wilderness to go to the mage bank. So we'll have that lever unlocked. Oh, we're going to go down here, and then we're going to enter the wilderness for a second time on the account. So we are now in the wilderness. Let's go ahead and throw on our autocast for Fire Strike. And we'll go ahead and do this. Let me see if any of them want to walk towards me. There we go, we are officially in the wilderness, level 1. So we just hit 16 hit points, and it's not a very good sign, because I really don't want to gain a whole lot of hit points if I can help it. But, I mean, this is a grind we kind of have to do because the looting bag will unlock a lot for us inventory wise, and just overall it's just very good for UIMs. So okay, third KC, we get a Renar and a looting bag. All right, so grind done. I did not expect. I mean, I bought 500 casts thinking like for sure I'm not gonna get it like right away. And sure enough, I got it right away. What was that? It was like 3 KC? 4 KC. Sorry. Yeah, so, okay. That went way better than expected. So for what I'm going to put into it, I'm going to put the Renar seeds in the looting bag. And yes, that's fine. Yeah. So I'm going to put... Oh, I have to be actually in a level of the wilderness. Okay. So I'm going to put the Renar seeds in the looting bag. I'm going to put all of them. I'm going to put all of the emeralds in the looting bag. I probably should have put the, gone to note the Renar, but, I mean, it's kind of whatever. I don't really mind. So we'll put the Renar weeds into the looting bag. And then, oh, God, go away. Whatever. That's the main things that we had to do. I'll probably go ahead and note the, go ahead and note this Renar at some point. Actually, we'll just drop it. It's not a big deal to me. We'll go ahead and drop that, and we'll get out of here, and I guess I'm going to just drop the casts. I probably should, like... I mean, I probably should use them and just splash, but it means I have to go make armor and stuff, and I just can't be bothered to do that right now, so it's fine. It was like, I don't know, 8k worth of runes. I don't really mind. So we'll get out of here, because anytime I see those skulls, it's kind of terrifying. So we'll get out of here. We'll go ahead and see, the pet's still going to take up inventory space. We'll drop these because we don't need those. We'll just drop the casts because I don't really care. Put that there. The next thing that we probably need to do, I guess, is just start picking up planks. So the method I'm going to be using for construction training, I think, unless I find a better method or find out another method works just, you know, easier, is more AFK or something, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my house teleport, go to my house, walk over to the charter ship, take it to Intrana, and then walk over here up and towards the law altar and pick up the 2 plank spawns there. Get a full inventory, house teleport back, and repeat. Now, I'm not sure if I have anything in my inventory that classifies as a weapon or not, so we'll find out, and that might change completely if I do have something that classifies as a weapon, depending on what it is. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and walk over towards the ship, and I will see you guys in a bit with either an update that we're not doing this method, or that, you know, it's a great method, and I'll see you guys at certain level milestones. So, see you guys in a bit. So here is the moment of truth. Can we take the boat? Oh, we can. Awesome. We don't have any weapons in our inventory, so we're chilling. So yeah, I'll see you guys at like, I don't know, 30 construction or something to give you a little update. Okay, so not even like a minute after getting to Intrana, we have a full inventory. What we're going to do is we're going to teleport outside our house. We will right click on the portal, enter in build mode. Obviously put in my pin, but I have my pet in my inventory and he's going to stay there. Basically for the whole time, because you can't have a pet in build mode, I think, or something. It gave me some error whenever I was doing the very early construction training, so yeah, I'm just gonna stay in my inventory. So now that we are in here, I'm gonna run over here and see if we can build our larder. We can, cool. So let's build that. I think this is going to be our best method for training it. It's going to use a lot of nails, and I probably should have bought better nails. So 30 nails later, we made 1 larder. Let's see if that's kind of consistent, or maybe I got unlucky. Looks like it was consistent. Yeah, so I should have gotten better nails. Regardless, 1 inventory got us 544 XP. Something this will be probably like a 5k XP an hour method if I'm really paying attention. Not the greatest, but I mean, you know, it's better than sitting at Wintertodt, and well, I mean, it's probably not better than sitting at Wintertodt actually, because I'm getting a lot of XP and other stats too. But I just don't want to bore you guys with the same thing over and over again from Wintertodt. So I'm going to do this at least until my nails run out, and we'll see where we're going from there. Just a quick update, we just hit 30 construction. I didn't get the actual level up on the screen, but this was the most recent thing. Like literally I just clicked it and accidentally started trying to remove the larder. So yeah, we just hit 30 construction, and I'm not doing this at like the peak, like 100% attention efficiency, but I'm paying a lot of attention to it, and we're only averaging about 2700 XP an hour. So it's a lot less than I thought it was, or than I thought it was going to be. So this is going to take probably quite a few more hours. However, it is pretty nice being able to do this instead of doing Wintertodt or something. So it's kind of AFK where I'm able to like watch Netflix or YouTube or something on my other monitor. So yeah, it's not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this inventory right here and then go back to collecting planks, and I'll see you guys probably at 37 construction, I think is the next milestone, so I can make a pet house. And that's the random event finished up. Let's see what we get. Oh, right, okay. There it is, 650 XP, 17 fishing. Yeah, so 2 levels, I'll take it. So a quick update as well on what I'm doing. I ended up hitting 33, which allows us to do oak larders. And I decided I was going to go ahead and knock out those as much as I could until I run out of money. Mainly because it's like 4K in inventory and it's not really worth it for me to do oak larders, but it is a lot nicer XP an hour. So I'm going to do as much as I can up until I can no longer do the oak larders, and then I will have to go back to using the stack of bronze nails and doing regular larders, or there's probably a more efficient method, but the regular larders I've just been doing because it's pretty AFK actually crafting them and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out as much as I can of this. Hopefully I'll be able to get to 37 construction with this method. I don't think I'll be able to, but yeah, I'll see what we can knock out, and I'll get back to you guys whenever I have an update. That is 37 construction, which means I can now make a pet house, and I can finally store my phoenix. Oh, it's so nice. The only downside, I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that I need to, I'm assuming that the room costs more than 441 GP. Yeah, it costs 30,000 GP. So that's a problem, because I do not have that money. Which means I think we're going to have to go back to Wintertodt. At long last, we can finally build this room, and I think we'll just build it how it is. That's fine with me. Oh, that's so nice. Now we need to build the actual pet house, which we should be able to do with the 4 oak planks, yes? Yes. And can we drop? No, can we use this on the pet house? Yes, we can. Now let's view it. Will it show our pet? It will. That's awesome. So now I believe if we go out, get rid of that because I don't need it, and then go back into our house, we should have our pet just kind of chilling. Yes, we do. There we go. That frees up so much stress, actually. Mainly because now I can go into the wilderness and not have to worry about dying and losing the pet. Yeah, it'd suck to lose a lot of the stuff that I have. Mainly the pyromancer set right now, which is the reason that we will be continuing going for 42 construction. Once we have 42 construction, we can make a costume room, which allows us to store a full set of pyromancer, which will be great because then we can go into the wilderness without a whole lot of risk. Obviously, our inventory and stuff like that will still be a risk. The 15,000 steel arrows will still definitely be a risk, but it doesn't mean that we will have to rely so much on RNG of getting these pieces back, which would be very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are finally done with the construction grind. At least for this momentary construction grind where we need to build a costume room. All we have to do now is just go get 4 oak logs to make the, so we can make the actual storage piece, the little wardrobe or whatever. Costume room. Well, that is disappointing. So it looks like we have to actually go back to Wintertodt to make a little bit more money, or maybe I'll just go sell some law runes to a shop or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out when I get to it. But we finally have the level to make the costume room and make the oak wardrobe, which is going to need is going to need 4 oak planks. So that's all we have to do. We have to go make 50k and get 4 oak planks, and then we will be done with the construction grind for a little while at least. Then we get to focus on the next thing, which I'm actually not sure what we'll do next because I've spent so much time doing this construction grind. I genuinely do not know what comes next. But I will see you guys when we have a costume room and an oak wardrobe completed. So I actually decided that I was going to just go ahead and sell off some of the law rings that I have because I do have a fair amount anyways. I sold them off to get the 50k, or a little over 50k, so we could make the oak planks as well. So let's go ahead and build the costume room, build the oak wardrobe. And now if I have done this correctly, we should be able to store these pieces in here, right? I can remove this whenever I want. Cool. I can remove this whenever I want. Also cool. And I can remove this whenever I want. It frees up the risk of losing these items if we have to go to the wilderness again. But it also makes it to where we can start training like melee and whatnot and have melee gear, which is just really nice. I mean, there's a lot of different sets in here that we can get. We can get mystics, so we can train magic, and we can get infinity if we ever go down that route. We can get graceful, like a complete graceful set. We can get all kinds of different elder chaos druid robes from the wilderness somehow. Dagon High, same thing. I don't know if we'll be getting those, but yeah, it opens up a lot of stuff for us to be able to do. So I'm really happy with that. Now that we have that done, we're actually able to start working on some other things. I'm going to go ahead and drop our construction equipment. So we're going to drop the nails. We're going to go ahead and drop the saw. We're going to keep the axe because we will be using that. And I really think we probably should go back to Wintertodt, get some more money again, hopefully get a tome of fire so we can put those burning pages into the tome. Maybe get a dragon axe if we're lucky. We'll figure out what we're going to have to do. I'll think on it. But what I do know we'll have to do, eventually we will have to get 99 firemaking before we start training hit points. Because that's just the way it is. Otherwise, our pineapples are going to be basically useless at Wintertodt if we start training our hit points too high. So we'll have to go for 99 firemaking. And I think we're going to start working on getting some Zeah favor unlocked in some areas on Zeah done. Mainly, I want to try and unlock the woodcutting guild so we have access to higher tier axes, as well as just more passive woodcutting XP. There's a sawmill there, we can use that as well. There's a lot of benefits from unlocking Zeah and getting favor on there. So as I was on my way over to Zeah to start working on Hosidi's favor and everything, I was running past the fishing shop and I realized I probably should train my fishing up a little bit since I'm already here. So I went ahead and bought 1,000 feathers and a fly fishing rod, as well as 100 bait and a regular fishing rod, just to get it initially up to, I'm thinking it'll probably get us to about 20, maybe 22. But we're going to go ahead and fish with those, knock that out, go ahead and drop it, and then we're going to fly fish for 1,000. And that should get us to about 42 to 45 fishing, I believe, with my very, very rough calculations. And I thought I was going to just go ahead and knock that out. The main reason I want to do that is so when we are at Wintertodt, because we will be there at least until 99 firemaking, when we're there, we might be able to start stacking up some kind of decent food that can be noted. So that would be kind of beneficial, especially for later game, like combat stuff, having like a supply of, say, lobsters, swordfish, maybe, probably not sharks, but maybe sharks, you know, having a noted supply of food would be really nice. So the method I'm going to be doing the fly fishing is going to be at Barbarian Village, and the reason I'll be there is because there's a fire right behind it, so we can catch whatever food, cook it on the fire, and then drop it, and that'll get us some passive cooking levels while we're getting our fishing levels. It'll take a little bit longer, but I think it'll still be worth it because it will get us hopefully to like 40 to 50 cooking, somewhere around there, and it'll just be a nice little passive cooking experience. And yeah, it'd be something kind of AFK. I can watch a movie or something while I'm doing it, or probably a couple because it won't be that quick. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and knock those out, or I guess I'll go ahead and knock out the first 100 of the fishing bait, and then I will see you guys at Barbarian Village. So I kind of went a backwards path to unlock the areas to fish, but yeah. So here we are fishing for our sardines and our herring. This is where we are in the eastern, or I guess like the southeastern part of Lumbridge Swamp. We'll be here until we run out of our bait and or hit 20 fishing, although I think we will definitely hit 20 fishing before we run out of our bait. But once we run out of our bait, we're going to go ahead and drop that, and then we will run up to Barbarian Village to go ahead and fly fish the remaining 1,000 feathers, just to get some, just to get, as I said earlier, some passive cooking XP as well as leveling up our fishing, which will be nice. So there is the goal of 20 fishing. We're going to go ahead and use up the rest of our bait, and then we'll head over to Barbarian Village and continue fly fishing with the remaining 1,000 feathers that we have, and hopefully that'll get us some pretty high fishing levels. Okay, so we finished up using all of our bait, and we ended up with 22 fishing, and we are 600 XP away, so we basically just hit 22 fishing. I'm not going to drop this. I'm actually going to head over to Barbarian Village, and I'm going to cook it all, because that's some free cooking experience there anyways, so I might as well do it. We're going to run over to the canoe, take this up to Barbarian Village, and then I'm going to get on the fly fishing and cooking grind. So I've got two updates here. One, we have finished up using all the feathers in the bait fishing, and we ended up with 45 fishing and 47 cooking, which is really cool because it means that we can actually get better fish from Wintertodt, and now we have the cooking level to actually cook them. So now what I'm going to do is, first we're going to run back to the house because we got a random event which got us some mine pieces, which we can now store in the toy chest. So now we go over here to our fancy dress box, and I believe we are able to store these pieces. Now we won't be able to pull them out once we have stored them. Yeah, see? So we won't be able to do that. And saying we can't pull it out until we have the full set, which is fine because it doesn't really matter. We don't need this outfit currently. I think it might be needed for some clues or something. I don't know. We don't need it now, but we can start storing the pieces, which is really cool. So I'm going to do that. And now that that is done, I will also drop the fly fishing rod because I don't have a use for that. What I think we're going to start doing now, I think we're going to start heading over to Corinne and start working on some favor. So this actually isn't that bad. It turns out we're getting 10 farming XP randomly and 10 crafting XP whenever it does break down. I thought it was crafting, but for some reason I was kind of hoping it would be construction. But yeah, so there's 10 farming, and this is basically what I'll be doing for the next a lot of hours. I'm probably I'm going to just push the plow to 100%. I say that now, that might change later on because I know this would be quite a few hours to go to 100% with this. But I mean, it is pretty passive, so honestly, I can't complain too much. It's definitely one of the easier training methods that I've had to do on this account, so I'll take it. We finally got 100% Hosidius favor just from pushing this plow. Oh my god, it feels so good to be done with that. It was like, probably 5 or 6 hours of pushing this plow. Granted, it wasn't the most peak efficient method, but nonetheless, we're done with it. We are ending up this little bit of the grind with the 14 farming and 27 crafting, which the good thing about 27 crafting is now we can actually make the emerald ring, which we can enchant to make a ring of dueling, which will unlock a couple extra teleports for us, primarily being the Ferox Enclave, because it has a pool of restoration, which gives you, I believe gives you your health, prayer, and stamina back, which would be pretty good for the future for just a lot of different stuff, as well as just a close teleport, because it's gonna be a while before I have like an ornate pool or anything like that in my house. It's awesome to have this grind done, and I'm honestly just really happy to be done with it, but the good thing is I'll never have to do anything Hosidius favor wise again. Now we have all of the benefits of the 100% Hosidius favor unlocked. A couple of the main things that 100% Hosidius favor does for us: at 100% we are now able to use the Tithe Farm minigame. We also have access to the Woodcutting Guild and the Farming Guild, as well as we now have the ability to use the Mess Hall, which will be great for cooking experience. All in all, this is really just going to be good for some skills. Farming, cooking, and I guess technically woodcutting whenever I want to do like AFK stuff. It'll be great, but the Woodcutting Guild mainly is just for the rune axe until I unlock a better axe. But I'm not going to buy it yet because I don't know what my next use for an axe is going to be at this moment, but having the ability to have a rune axe unlocked is really nice. So I came over here to Mess Hall with the initial intent of doing Mess Hall to get my cooking level up, which would probably work okay, although it wouldn't be the most efficient method possible, which, I mean, nothing about this account is efficient anyways. But as I was gearing up to start doing it, I realized I probably should get my Shazine favor up as well. That way we will have the organized crime unlocked, which is at 40%. So at the very least, we're going to go over and start healing the wounded soldiers to at least 40%, because then that helps us unlock a better method for construction training later on, which is going to be killing the gang members because they drop noted planks. So it'll be good for construction, and it'll also be good for combat training once we get to that level, what I think we'll do is probably go knock out 40% favor, and then probably return to Wintertodt, because as I'm gearing up to do all these other tasks, really, I'm realizing that it's probably gonna be best if Wintertodt was no longer like something holding us back, which it kind of is until we hit 99 firemaking, and also hopefully get a dragon axe or a tome, one of the two. Both of those would be very beneficial for the account in different ways. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go run back over to, well, I say I'm going to run back over there. It's really not much of a different path that we'll take except like right here. But I'm going to head over, start healing soldiers to 40% at least. Might go to 100% as well on this one. Who knows? But we'll go to at least 40% and just see how the method is. And we'll go from there. So I will see you guys hopefully at 40% favor. So I actually didn't plan this, but we just got exactly 50% Shazian favor, which is great, because even though technically we only needed 40 to do the organized crime, 50% is half the way to 100%. And I was more so doing it just to see how long this would take to do the next 50% up to 100. And honestly, it's not that bad. It's definitely better than pushing the plow, I think. After another, I don't know, total of 6 hours or so, we have achieved 100% Shazian favor. 6 hours total. It wasn't like 6 hours from 50%. Another 6 hours total, we hit 100% of Shazian favor. And for some reason, I was under the impression that we still had the lock-in favor, even though we don't. So I unlocked the area to actually lock in favor, or at least where you used to go to lock in favor, and I'm not sure if we actually have to go over there. There's not a whole lot of benefits that we get from having that whole path unlocked. Except if I want to do this quest, I can do it now. I'm closer to this general store in the maple trees, which would be kind of a good moneymaker, actually. There's also a sword and shield shop there. We've got the path up here to the shamans. Or sorry, the shamans are over here, and the regular lizardmen are over here. But, I mean, there's some uses we'll have for it. I don't know if they'll be useful to us, but, whatever. It's fine. I'll go over there, talk to her anyways, and see if there's any actual use for us having unlocked her. If not, then I'll get started on the next task, which is going to be Wintertodt. So, yeah, just as I expected, there was not really a use for talking to Lydia at all, but end of the day, I have a couple places over there that are kind of useful, but it wasn't too many tiles that we lost anyways, and we're going to be at Wintertodt here until 99, so we'll definitely make up for those tiles that we lost. I'll probably update you guys at whatever, at the time, I think is an important thing to update, because I don't want to have too many Wintertodt clips. So yeah, I think 92 will be something I'll update you guys at, and obviously any crate openings, I'll record all the crate openings, but only include ones that are actually useful. Ideally like a Tome of Fire, a Dragon Axe. Maybe if we like roll something crazy, I might show it. I don't know, we'll get to that when I get to it. If there's stuff that I want to show you, I'll show you guys. If it's not that important, I probably won't show you guys. So I'll see you guys at 92 firemaking if nothing else comes up. After some solo games with a couple of Tilemen, we have a pretty big crate. Let's see what we're gonna get. Oh my god. That's exactly what we wanted. That's so good. That's actually so good. I didn't think we were gonna get anything, so I wasn't really recording it expecting that I was gonna get something. I just got the Tome of Fire. Oh my god. That's awesome. Now we can put these in here. We have a charged Tome of Fire, which I can't even equip, right? I need 50 magic. But now we can trade the inventory slot for the burning pages, which is fine. We can't wield this yet, unfortunately, but wow, that's awesome. Anything else that was kind of useful here? Mahogany seeds? I don't think those are even worth much of anything. No, they're not. We're just gonna go ahead and drop everything over here. But wow, I'm very happy with that. Are these worth anything? The tunas will be good for some cooking XP, but other than that, I don't think any of these are really worth it. I'm gonna go trade this in for an extra piece, or an extra crate rather. And yeah, I'm really happy with the Tome of Fire though, that's massive. And this is KC 211. Let's see what we get from this crate. We got another tome. Oh my god. What do I do with that? I I don't even know what else do we get. We have a lot of money now. That's crazy. I don't know what to do with that. I'll have to think about what I'm gonna do with the second tome. I'm gonna turn in the gloves, obviously. I don't know what to do with the other tome. That's hilarious. Alright guys, so after a little bit of research, I figured out I can turn in one of the Tome of Fires for 250 burnt pages, which would be really nice to put into the Tome of Fire that we have, and it'll account for a fair amount of fire runes. So, without further ado, let's do that for one of them. We have 394 burnt pages now. That is 92 fire making. We are officially halfway to 99. We don't really gain a whole lot from 92, but yeah, it's just a halfway marker. So, I'm sorry if you guys have seen a lot of clips of Wintertodt up until now. I've tried to keep it to a minimum, but I mean, there's only so much I can do when I've been spending. I mean, I've spent like the last like easily 15 hours or so at Wintertodt, and I mean, we've hit all kinds of different drops. So there's probably gonna be some clips of loot in there, and I apologize if you guys don't like that. Well, guys, after I don't even know how many hours I've been here, we finally have gotten 99 fire making. Well, we basically have 99 fire making. We have like 1300 XP left until we hit it, but I'm going to save that to burn the last few logs over by the guy I get the skill cape from. We're finally here ready to get the cape. Yesterday, while I was waiting basically for today for my my boy here to get online, because he said he was going to be mad if I got the 99 without him being here. So let me make sure my auto mark tiles is on. And then we will go right here and then pop that. And there we go. That is my first ever 99 in all of RuneScape. I probably should have the music on for that. I realized that right whenever I lit the fire. Yeah, oops. But now we can finally get the fire making cape. So let's talk to this guy. Hello, I want to buy a cape. 99k, that seems very reasonable. I'm sure you'll look hot in that cape. I bet you I will. Ooh, the untrimmed fire making cape. Honestly, looks a lot better with the Pyromancer hood. That's such a cool hood, but oh, I'm so happy to be done with that. That was a long grind, but I'm glad to be done with it. 100% worth it. Now we get to start actually doing other grinds, which I'm pretty excited for. The first thing I'm going to work on, I think I'm going to do a bit of questing. I think we're going to go ahead and knock out like Waterfall quest and maybe like Fight Arena and then Witch's House, just to get like the early level combat kind of knocked out. We will also eventually get 50 magic. That way we can equip the Tome of Fire, and also later down the line we can unlock, where is it? Ivan's Blast, which we will be using at Barrows, because Barrows is going to be coming up pretty soon. I don't know, I'm just really excited. We got a lot of stuff going on now that we can actually do, and a lot of stuff unlocked. I might actually go back to Wintertodt to knock out 35, I think it's 35 farming for Tithe Farm. It's actually 34, so we're going to go back to Wintertodt to get 34 farming just by picking the herbs at some point. You just pick them on the edge of Wintertodt and just drop them, and we'll be fine there. I might do that before I get the Witch's House done, which is the extra hit points levels, so that way we can still use the pineapples. But yeah, other than that, I'm really excited to actually be able to play RuneScape now. Finishing up the Wintertodt grind, we've got, 52 cooking, 99 fire making, of course, 74 fletching and wood cutting, and 10 herb lore, which, not the greatest. We accidentally banked, or not banked, but we accidentally threw 7 guams into the looting bag. I meant to actually unnote those to clean them, but yeah, so those will be in there for a little bit. The burnt pages, I decided I actually will keep those, because eventually when we are able to use the Tome of Fire, we will use the pages, and I'd rather not go back to Wintertodt to refill it, so might as well keep the extras. These seeds, I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with them. It's only 45 farming for the maple seeds and 60 for the yews, so I might put those in the looting bag as well, but really it just comes down to whenever I need inventory space again, and that's when I'll decide what to do. I've got 117 noted lobsters.
for cooking, and also for kind of like the early midish tier food for us to do like some early level stuff. And yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and knock out some quests probably. I don't know, we'll see. I'll see you guys at whatever the next step is. I'm excited.
Well, guys, here we are. We're finally at the end of this long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I need to get into the apologies. I'm about to be like Oprah handing out apologies. I'm sorry if you guys don't like long videos. I am sorry for taking so long to release this video. I mean, it has been a month and 3 days as of the time of me recording this. I don't even know when this video is going to be uploaded. I would hope it's uploaded sometime relative to the date that I'm recording this outro, because otherwise, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I really don't. But yeah, I'm sorry about the length of the video. I'm sorry about how long it took. I'm sorry about that there wasn't an update saying like, hey, next video is going to be a while. It just happened. So I'm sorry about all of that. The plus side that hopefully can maybe make up for some of it is that now that the account has kind of caught up to the present, I'll be able to start streaming. The way this account is built right now, or I guess the way the content creation around this account has been built, is that now we're getting to the point where we can start, well, grinding, and grinding stuff is inherently, time consuming. So it'd be a perfect thing to stream. Like if we were going to, I don't know, crazy archaeologist going for a rune crossbow, that would be a good thing to stream. It wouldn't make a good video because we might spend 4 days there and we might just get the rune crossbow. And we're not going to have 4 days worth of clips at crazy archaeologist for a rune crossbow. It doesn't really make sense. But that'd be a perfect thing to stream. So, well, maybe not crazy archaeologist because that's in the wilderness. We're a UIM. And that would be live streaming. That is a recipe for disaster. No pun intended. Oh my god, I hate myself. But yeah, I hope you guys, if you guys, I mean, I don't know, if you guys want to see live streams about that stuff, I might send it on Crazy Archaeologist. Who knows? Whatever. We'll get to that when we get to it. The point is, I will be able to start live streaming now. If you guys want to see live streams, check the link down below. If you don't want to see spoilers, do not click the Twitch link down below because there will be spoilers on that. That's just kind of the way content creation works around really any type of episode-based content. Because live streaming is, well, live and episodes are from past content. So you understand. If you don't want spoilers, don't watch the live streams. I'm sorry for this video taking so long to come out, but there's just, I mean, given the progress that I made in the video, which even though the video is really long, it doesn't feel like I made a lot of progress in it. But you just watched like a month's worth of me playing RuneScape. I don't play super unhealthy, because if I did, I probably could have had this video out 2-3 weeks ago. But yeah, I mean, that's what I've spent the last month of my life doing. I've still tried to maintain somewhat of a social life, but playing RuneScape, grinding a 99, and having a social life, those don't really work well together. So, I mean, whatever. You guys have finally seen this video, which means I'm releasing videos, which means hopefully I'm live streaming. That's what I'm trying to say. I've spent like the last hour and 34 minutes attempting to say this, so I'm just going to cut out all the BS. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry for taking so long. If you guys want to watch live streams, check the link down below. Hopefully I'll be uploading another video semi-soon. We're not going to have 4-day upload schedules like we had for the previous 9 episodes, just because the way, like I said, the account is, there's not going to be enough content produced in those 4 episodes. There might be one more episode coming out relatively soon. Oh, we got auto-logged. Oh my god. Whatever, we're going to go with it. There might be an episode out like the next week, hopefully. But it's not going to be on the 4-day schedule. I will try to have semi-regular uploads, but I can't stick with a schedule, especially now with holidays coming up and the way that this account is. It just it doesn't work together. But I'm not giving up on the account. I have been playing it. I promise you that. Even while I was editing this video, I have been playing it. So I just trust me. Next videos will be coming out
semi soon. There will be live streams. I hope. I really would like to live stream, and yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave a comment. It really helps out with the algorithm, which, trust me, we haven't uploaded a video in over a month. We are going to need every bit of help we can with the algorithm, so that would be very much appreciated if you guys could help that out. Or definitely leave some feedback. If you guys like the longer videos, let me know. If you guys like shorter videos, let me know. And I'll see you guys either in a live stream or the next episode. Peace.